Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my dog Rip. He's sitting beside me chewing on a bone. If you hear that, it's also an incredibly windy day, so apologies, there might be a little bit of background noise. But my name is Alexis. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I make a lot of home fragrance as well as lifestyle type of content. And today I want to go over my if I can carry it, I'm gonna lift it up, my planner stack for 2026. So this is the time of year that I really start thinking about how I want to plan my life in 2026. I've always been a big planning loving person, and I'm not part of the planning community here on YouTube or anything like that. I don't really get into stickers or weekly themes for my planner, nothing like that. It's just, for me, it's what's the most efficient, what captures all the information that I need to track. So daily to-do list, daily activities, events, goals, finances, just everything that encompasses my life. So I want to share with you what I am planning on doing for 2026. Then I also want to show you what I have been using for 2025. My hope is that this video is just some encouragement if you're looking for inspiration for how you want to plan 2026, what planners are out there, what might work best for you. That's my only goal with this video, is just to show you what I'm doing, and maybe something that I am doing or what I did in 2025, maybe that will work for you. Now, we're all very different people. We all have very different needs, lifestyles, personalities, and so this is obviously not a one size fits all. I'm not sitting here saying like this is how you should plan things. This is where my life is at, and so just showing you that. All the products, if I can, link them in the description box. I absolutely will, just if you want to see other reviews or if they're items that you want to purchase. So for 2025, I am using the Daily Type A planner, and I don't know how well you can see, but this planner is well loved. It's beat up. It is very, very used throughout all of 2025. I mean, I have stuff everywhere. This is a fantastic planner. I really enjoyed using this planner in 2025, and I will be using it up until the very last day of the year. I did a whole breakdown on this planner at the beginning of this year, or maybe late 2024 when I got this. So I'll link that video above if you want to see what this planner looks like, because you can get the same planner even though this is 2025. She's still making these for 2026. So if you're interested in this planner, I would encourage you to check that out. It's got a weekly overview, which I love. It's got a section for workouts or grocery list, weekly to-dos, and then what I like is the daily sections where you have daily to-do list, daily time blocking, things like that. So this has been a fantastic planner. Like you can see, it's been well used and well loved, and I highly recommend it. So why am I not going back to this? Maybe in the future I will. Maybe next year I will go right back to this planner because it did work really well for me this year. But I feel like over the last few years, I have just been constantly searching for the perfect planner. The planner that encompasses a daily schedule, weekly schedule, monthly, goals, workouts, just everything that I possibly could want to track in one. That's what I have been searching for. I've tried many a planner over the years. I switched between companies. I've done where you personalize your own planner. Nothing that I have found has ever just been absolutely perfect. So for 2026, I'm throwing that mindset out the window. There isn't one perfect planner for me at this moment that I can track everything. Maybe in the future I'll find something like that, or I could just build it myself. But I decided to throw out that mindset And that's why we have the multiple planners, multiple notebooks in this planner stack. Just one size doesn't always fit all. We're going to split it up individually this year and give this a try. So I know some of you might be looking at this and thinking, okay, that's overwhelming, that's a lot. And again, this is not necessarily for everybody. This is just what I am going to try for myself. So for my just daily planner, life planner, event tracking, appointment tracking, daily to-do list, things like that, I'm going to use the Paper and Plan Co. like plaid cover planner. I actually used this company's planner in the past and really enjoyed it. They are St. Louis based, which I wouldn't say is important to me, but as somebody that lives in St. Louis, I really enjoy that this product came, from St. Louis. So I'm shopping a little more local, which I love. What I enjoy about this planner, I mean, it has the nice sections for, like yearly goals that you can split out by month. It's got a little bit of a note section. What I have enjoyed a lot about this planner in the past is the daily spread. So you have a page for every single day, which I love, including weekends. That's one thing that I did not love about the daily planner. It combined the weekends kind of into one page, and so it was a lot shorter. For me, that really didn't work. I like having a page for the day. And in all honesty, I have more going on the weekends than I do during the week because I work full time during the week, right? So most of the time I have activities on the weekend. I like that it has the time block section from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. I like that it has this top 5 section where you could write out your kind of main tasks for the day, notes that they could be further to-do list items or whatever you want to jot down there. And then I like the little fitness section as well as the meals, especially if you are trying to track weight, lose weight this year, have fitness goals, whatever the case may be. I like that there's a section on each day to track that. That is going to be my just everyday planner, and she has this planner with tons of different covers. This is just the one that I picked for this year. I just felt like it kind of looked like a classic cozy cover, but lots of different cover options if this is something you're interested in, but there's a different cover that you would prefer. Then that planner, I bought a bundle, came with a little notebook that matches. And so what I am using this for is my workouts and especially tracking weights. I have been going to the gym, I would say off and on, since like March of this year. I'll be really consistent and go for a few weeks, like every day, and then I've fallen off the wagon for a few weeks, and then I'll go back really hardcore for a few weeks. So I've been hit and miss a little bit. But what I will say is I have been really good at lifting weights, and I feel like I am getting stronger. But one thing that I feel like I've struggled with is not remembering, like, okay, what weight did I max out at last time? Just keeping track of what weight I can lift. That way I can keep increasing the weight that I'm using and just keep track of overall physical fitness. So this is just a basic notebook. There is nothing special about it, just lined pages, but I'm going to be using this, and I have already been using this to track my workouts and the weights, how I'm feeling with that workout. Like, was a certain weight a struggle? Was I able to lift it, but I was really struggling? I'm jotting those notes down. So I'm using that little notebook that came with the planner for that purpose. And then next I picked up a budget planner. There's tons of these on the internet, Amazon, all over the place. This one I got from the TikTok shop from Christina Loves Planning. And it's got this nice kind of like suede or felt maybe cover. I want to be better about budgeting my money in 2026. And so I loved this because it wasn't just a small section in your everyday planner. There's a lot of information in here that you can keep track of. There's your yearly goals that are kind of a broader view, and then a checklist. You have a bill tracker, a note section, and then this is undated. So you could start this at any point in time. I'm gonna start this in January just because it is a full 12-month planner. You have your undated monthly overview. Don't know if I'd use this a ton other than maybe if a bill is due, but my bills are like automatically drawn, so I don't really have to think about that too much, but that'd be a great place to track when bills are due. Bill tracker, more monthly overviews, expense trackers, sinking funds tracker, savings tracker, credit card tracker, debt tracker, paycheck tracker, a task list, a savings challenge, which looks really fun because you can kind of color code it, a habit tracker, and then more notes before you get into then the next month. So I liked how all encompassing this budget planner was to really focus on finances and saving and just the money that I'm spending in 2026. So budget planner from Christina Loves Planning. And then kind of my last little section are my Harry Potter Happy Planner and notebook. So the last part of this for me is YouTube and like social media. Not that I have a gigantic social media, but this is by far my biggest hobby. I'm also a Scentsy consultant, a Scentsy fragrance consultant. And so I post content on here regularly. I'm trying to post more content on TikTok, keep up to date with Scentsy sales and just information, Scentsy new releases. And so I kind of wanted something that was separate just from my daily planner. And I would say that the YouTube type of stuff and the budgeting planner has been the reason that I haven't found a planner that just does all of these things, because I want a lot of pages and tracking for my YouTube. And so I think this year I just want to do it separately. So I found a bundle from Happy Planner that was all Harry Potter themed. And if you have followed me for any length of time, I love Harry Potter so much. And so it was a really good deal. It came with a lot of stuff, and it came with this beautiful like faux leather gold coil planner, and I had to have it. So what I have decided to use this for is for my YouTube. But I love that it has a monthly page. It has a calendar for each month. I won't show you that because I've got a lot of information written on there already. And then it has kind of like a weekly spread. So it has a priorities list, important, looking ahead, notes, and then little section for daily. For YouTube or Scentsy or social media, you know, I don't need a full page per day. Just a little box like this is perfect. I can jot down, do I want to film something that day? Do I need to edit a video that day? What's posting that day? And just use this purely to help me plan out those videos. And I know you guys might be like, Alexis, that is crazy, but I have a lot of fun with this. This is by far my biggest hobby. It does make me a little bit of money as well. Not much, don't get it twisted. And I put in far more money than I get out, trust me. It's a lot of fun for me, and I just wanted some place that I could kind of track my content, what videos I'm posting, and all of that. And I love that, you know, each month has a beautiful Harry Potter theme as well. The pages are Harry Potter themed. This is gonna make me really happy looking at it. I also loved that this is undated, so you can really start using this at any time. So using this for all of my Cincy, YouTube, social media type planning. And then also in that Harry Potter Happy Planner bundle, it came with a notepad. And so what I am using this for, I mean, just beautiful Harry Potter themed pages, but this is just a really nice notebook that I'm actually using to kind of plan videos. So I've got listed video ideas if I've decided to pick a video that I want to film. I have information like brainstorming, what I want the thumbnail to look like, what do I want to talk about. That's all listed in here as well. So I'm planning on using this just as a kind of brain dump for the content that I put on this channel and on TikTok, etc. And honestly, most of my content is not that well planned. It's just what I feel in that moment. But there are some videos that I do that I think take a little bit more time and thought and effort. And so I like having just a dedicated place where I can go brain dump and put all those ideas down on paper. That is it. If that is not enough, that is my planning setup and planner stack for 2026. Like I said, this is not a one size fits all. This might not work for you, and that's okay. But I hope that this gave you some encouragement if you haven't started thinking about how you want to plan 2026. If you are looking for ideas at different planners or things that you can use, hopefully this at least got you thinking in that right direction. I would love to know, how do you normally plan your year? I'm assuming if you watch this video that you plan in some fashion, whether it's a digital planner, whether it's a notebook, or you have an intense planning system like I just showed you. But I would love to know how you do it. Thank you so very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you very soon in my next one. Take care. Bye.